fist bump at the same time from her coach. And now on to one of the favorites, the 15-year-old Russian Alina Zagitova.
On the ice, representing Russia, Alina Zagitova.
World Junior Champion a year ago, winning her first ever senior level Grand Prix event a few weeks ago in Beijing, needing a podium here to qualify for the Grand Prix final in Japan, and really a young skater who has hit all of her marks the last few years. Juniors, seniors, every competition, she's always at her best.
And on her path to the gold medal in China, she was able to overcome the deficit of a fall in the short program. Fourth in the short, first overall, gave her the win.
Russian ladies have 3 Olympic spots for February, and Загитова certainly seems to be a lock for one of those.
Like her teammate, Medvedeva, her strategy in the short program is to leave the jumping passes for the second half. Musically nuanced step sequence, but the flow not as easy for her as the Japanese skater that we just saw. Triple combination. There's the triple Lutz and down on the first jump. Same combination that she missed in China. Turns into her triple flip, and she adds the triple loop there. Well, under the heading, anything can happen, and expect the unexpected. Alina really struggling here on her jumping passes. I would question all 3 in terms of rotation, so the technical panel will be deciding how costly the errors are. We'll get a chance to likely look at them with the replays. She's going back and going over the elements. Nasty fall on the first one that was to be the combination. You can see the look there from her coach, Terry Tuberidze, both coaches. The displeasure is obvious.
Normally out of a 15-year-old, you would say, it's just a learning experience. These things happen, but not with her. Her standards are so much higher.
And so are the coaches. They very, very obviously high standards. Their work is to get these young women to the top. Position on her back camel. Let's look at this, her triple Lutz, and the blade was not fully rotated, had a quarter turn to go. Didn't get the timing. So she had the presence of mind to try and get the combination in here. There's her triple flip. and right into the triple loop, and that's going to be questionable. It did not look like that blade had made the quarter mark. And then again, look at the double axel. I think she was fine on that, just didn't quite have the height, the confidence. It was work for her today.
And for someone who usually doesn't exhibit a performance that looks like work, who is usually spot on with everything.
And she has beautiful, picturesque moments. You know, I think she's a photographer's dream in terms of the pictures that she creates. Tough. When it's a struggle, it's you know, you're working for your timing, and the harder you chase it, the farther away it gets.
One of those nervous, anxious waits because you know those numbers aren't going to be what you want and you know you can typically achieve.
The scores for Alina Zagitova.
Le score technique 32,27.
So only into second place at the end of Group 1 for Загитова. Some of her major competitions still to skate in Group number 2.
Yeah, and her best is 71.
62.46, which places her currently in second place.
So, Yuna Shiraiwa, and just her second ever Grand Prix event at the senior level, the skater from Japan, the leader after the first group, with Alina Zagitova right now in second place. France's own Maya Berenice Meite in third. Edmonds and Schott rounding out the first 5.